Hello again, Quilana.
Ah, there you are. I was expecting you. Let us begin.
Well, I'm glad you have a little more faith in me now. I don't think she should have anything new to say here, but I guess we'll see.
I have a favor to ask.
Nope.
My mother, the Witch of
Whoops.
Izalith. But I cannot. But I read mother's.
Well, we're on the way, that's for certain. Now, remember when I mentioned that there was a secondary thing here that appears to look like the Titanite slab? Well, we happen to have just enough. And it turns out that Quilana can actually turn your pyromancy flame into an even better one. So, with Aingi and Laurentius, you can upgrade your pyromancy flame to plus 15, I think. But with Quilana, you can actually ascend your pyromancy flame into a new one that raises the fire damage that your spells do even further. And so this one, it either goes up to plus 5 or plus 10, but it is extremely powerful and, again, extremely expensive. So we'll get on that soon. Nope.
But I cannot. But you. Now go. Whatever you do, do not crack and go hollow, lest my time spent on you be wasted.
Look, lady, I spent so many souls on this. Don't you even start. Now, I don't think I can warp to the Lost Izalith bonfire, but we might as well check before I run down and spend even more time. Nope. Didn't think so. Yeah, looks like we're running all that way down. It's not fun. Isn't that good? At least I think. I didn't actually read all those things, did I? Nah, we can't. Jump cut! It looks like Solaire's moved on already. Might as well do so ourselves. Into the great wide open. The trees here have something more of a haunted look to them, and it does seem like they don't really care much about the lava. You know, a little bit burned, but probably not as much as we would expect. We can see there's more of this sort of charred lava wall around here, so it almost seems like we're in a lava tube of sorts. And when we come through this little hole here, we find Lost Izalith. One of the worst areas in the entire game. Gorgeous view ahead. Fuck off. So, all those things there that are moving, those are like Tyrannosauruses that'll attack you. They don't have heads. They're really the bottom halves of undead dragons, but they suck to fight, and you have to fight them on the lava, and I'm not a big fan of it. I will probably ignore them for most of this. At this point, we're pretty much looking to get this over with. Like, the developers have admitted that this is one of the last areas that got done, and that it was rushed, and that it really was never done to what they really wanted it to be, but oh god. I mean, just look at all of this fucking bloom. Ugh. Ugh. Like, if you're playing this on a TV that isn't super high def, it is, like, impossible to tell what any of this is. You know, the game has such strong visuals in so many places, but you get over here and it's just... Oh well. That's all I could really say about it. Oh well. Oh yeah, you get to walk through it and have that lava noise get made over and over and over again. That's fun, right? That's great. I was gonna say, is that guy still chasing me? No, right? Oh yes, yes he is. Oh, look at this. What am I supposed to do with this? I believe these guys stay dead, so that's kind of the one, you know, saving grace of all this. Oh, God, this area sucks. I hate it. Against all reason, I think I'm gonna blow a humanity here. I was meaning to do it before we started, but I guess I just forgot. Oops, that's not what I want. Take two. I will say, they do frame this sort of pagoda-like structure pretty well. With a giant bridge leading up to it. Like, you can kind of tell that you are not taking the main entrance to this place when you come through here. So there's some nice bits that you can look up into, but there's just so much awful crap. It is also worth noting that this temple seems to be built at the bottom of a giant tree. So maybe keep that in mind, too. Honestly, I am going to try avoiding these enemies as much as possible. Oh, God, I can't remember how you open up the temples that are in the middle of this. That kind of makes this even worse. You can sort of skirt around a lot of them. I feel like there are some items that they're guarding that are just sort of out here in the lava, but like, how do you see any of this? You know? What I might do is come back later, just because I kind of want to get this session done, even if it's like 3 hours. Oh, hello there. Game. Alright, that's just a chest. A soul of a great hero, which is probably one of the biggest ones we've seen yet. God, and like when you go in a room like this, the bloom sort of goes away, and you can see it so much better. And I don't know, I could see someone saying that, wow, that doesn't really look great, but like, oh God, look at this. Ugh. Hi. See if I can find a path around these guys. Like, when I first did this part of the game, I was stuck here for a while, because it's like, what do you even do here, you know? Ah, hello there. The tell on which of these statues are sort of alive and which ones aren't is basically that the ones that are floating. That's, why not? Why look a gift path in the mouth? Make our way out of here. The part after this isn't quite as bad, but people still don't really like it very much, and that's reasonable. This lava field, though, oh God. Gorgeous view. There is a sort of fallen structure over there. That this was clearly a bridge at one point, or at least some sort of thing, but doesn't look like we're going to be able to get in this way. We're going to have to drop down. missed. Not that time. Let's see if there's a way into this one. Ideally one that doesn't involve angering that dragon butt. It's just such a big, awful to look at area with a ton of enemies that are just a pain in the ass to fight. Right, that's what this is. And importantly, it leads us to a bonfire. Hooray. Don't have to do all that shit again. I think there might be an item in there, but I'm not sure. Part of the problem is, like, all the tells for items... Oh, okay, this is actually progress, isn't it? Part of the problem is, like, the tell for an item is that it's glowing. And how do you find a glowing item on here? I'm fairly certain there are some other items in the lava. I'm gonna look them up later and just come back, because fuck this. On the plus side, I successfully avoided fighting all but one dragon. Good luck. Ugh. I don't believe there is a bonfire ahead. There are fatties ahead, though. We come into the demon ruins, and... yeah, sure. You'll notice some of these statues are, like, burnt to shit. Oh, hello. I kind of like that, just as an aesthetic. The roots around here are also just, you know, completely out of control at this point. Didn't think so. So we can kind of tell that we're getting to the center of whatever seems to have caused all this. However unfortunate that may be. You were very sneaky, sir. Yeah. This is fine design, but it's, you know, it's not like it's anything we haven't seen before. Nothing wrong with it, nothing great about it. We're out of the lava field, so I'm inclined to be a little bit kinder to the game. Ooh, yeah, sometimes they do a big ol' slidey field of flame. Which is it's cute. I mean, honestly, because we can one-shot these guys, they are not that much of a threat. Their pathing is weird, too. I guess because these roots make it very difficult for the game to path properly. Who knows? There's an item up there that we'll have to drop down to get. Very sneaky. Maybe not sneaky enough. There's really just a lot of these guys, honestly. Huh? It's not really a scripted thing. They don't just... at least I don't think that is. I have no idea why they attacked there. I think the thing about these enemies is that they're really punishing if you fuck up, and they're not that interesting to fight, even if you don't. So it's like, you don't get much out of them, which is unfortunate. There were better enemies in the area, though. Just gotta go through a wave of these guys first. I think they're also a little bit tough to run through, but I'm sure we'll get some practical experience with that. Don't you worry. Aha. Sure, I'll take it. I do like how even these, like, burned statues still, like, just float in the air. It's just a very creepy vibe that these things have. And speaking of, creepy vibes... I believe these are the Chaos Eaters. You should, be careful of them. They don't have a huge amount of health, but they do have a lot of unfortunate things they could do to you, and they look really fucking creepy. Make weird noises too. Ugh. Beanpole. Make our way up here. There's a path over there. Thought there was a path over there, but I am wrong. I will say this area is good for giving you some, like, you know, quiet reflection moments. Give you a chance to sort of look up that we are just in this... There is definitely some sort of epicenter over there at the base of this tree that seems to have sort of engulfed everything that's around here at this point. Treasure ahead. Ah. Ow. Yeah, like I said, these guys are so punishing if you fuck up. And it's like, that doesn't make it hard, that just makes it tedious, and... it's not great. I mean, basically everything that I'm gonna say about this area comes down to, it's not great. Which is unfortunate. Try right. Well, we already tried right, if you want to get technical. Rare Ring of Sacrifice. So hey, that's good at least, right? Cure a curse if we ever happen to get one of those again. So, I have the Dark Souls connectivity mod to kind of help connect to things, and it says, like, where everyone else in the world is at the moment, and, like, no one on my list is in Lost Izalith. They're all in Demon Ruins. That pretty much says what you need to know about this area. Aw, poor guy. This part also sucks, because there's just a lot of these guys now. I'm gonna just top off. It's again, because they're the main enemy, you're sort of gonna always hyper-focus on them, and you watch them and you sort of see all of the shortcomings of the pathing system, because they have so much trouble navigating these routes and they get stuck all the time, and it just like... I've been talking so much about how the story, or like how the level design does so much for the story here, and like, or in this game, and like, there's a lot of nice little bits, but it's also, this area feels so much more gamey, mostly because of these annoying enemies and their awkward pathing, you know? It's not great. If we go up this way, we will end up seeing a familiar face. This is the Titanite demon that we fought, that we saw on the way over. So I think we're gonna go over this way first. I believe that this is the only respawning Titanite demon in the game. Someone can correct me if I'm wrong on that, but... Ow. I fucked up. Bye. But he will always come back. Oh, there's a lizard. I was like, wait, what is that light over there? I would hate to be that if that to be what I think it is, but no, it's just a lizard. I'm gonna chase the shit out of this lizard. Now, I'm not 100% sure. Yep. Looks like these maggots are back. But the one that dropped the helmet is not. The red-eyed maggot. Our weapon is not very good for this. Of course, there's also someone else here. Kinda just sitting among the maggots here, honestly. It's a little bit weird. Still there. Well, you're in a corner now, fucker. Can't run forever. If you'll remember...
Was it all a lie? Have I done this all for nothing? Oh, my dear son. What now? What should I do? My son. My dear, dear son.
If you'll remember, the red-eyed maggot did drop a sunlight helm, and if we had not opened up that door and come down this way, we actually would have found a hollowed solaire here with a sunlight maggot on his head. So, he's not exactly very happy with the way that things have turned out, but if we're being honest, this might be the better way.